Hello, and welcome back to the next episode in our Crusader Kings 3 campaign, playing as Duke Friedrich III of Swabia, and East Franconia, and West Franconia. Last episode, we successfully convinced our liege, the Kaiser Ernst of the Holy Roman Empire, to grant us the Duchy of West Franconia, and we celebrated with a pilgrimage all the way through Denmark, parts of Norway, and then down through England to Canterbury, and then back home, visiting Paris along the way. So that was a good bit of fun. But now we have more important business afoot. We need to go on a hunt, but not just any hunt. We're going on a legendary hunt, and hopefully we should have enough money to pay for everything. I think we will, so that should be fine. But yes, a legendary hunt. Seek a mythical animal sighted in the area. This will increase the Venator hunt trait experience, and higher peril grants more prestige. Martial sexes can participate, non-martial sexes may spectate. Mythical creatures are often dismissed by the learned as legend, but the forests may yet hold much mystery. Okay. So, we can only pick... Actually, can we pick... The locations you can pick from are displayed on the map. Okay. Oh, I think this is the only... That was a bit weird. How come it wasn't displaying them on the map properly? Hang on, let me just exit out of that. Go back into that again. Legendary. Yeah, it's weird that it grays it out. Wiltberg, Schweinfurt. Well, we'll do it. See, but Henneberg recently held a hunt. When does that go away? Is that a province in the... Well, it affects the whole area. But this recently held a hunt modifier. When does that disappear? That's the question. That's the question, laddie. Well, actually, more importantly, when does the legendary sighting thing disappear? 1092. So another year. How long will it take to get there? Will take 46 days. So we could wait a little bit longer, and maybe that recently held a hunt thing will go away. Snow, secret revealed. I look down to see that my cat Snow has dropped a scroll at my feet, sealed in my courtier Anno's distinct style. Giving in to curiosity, I skim the text. The deviancy I have committed. Right, okay, so he's a deviant. So I can blackmail him. Again, a strong hook. Yeah, sure. Why not? I can demand payment of 2 gold. Wow. Most impressive. Our son has learned the Doch Volga language. Okay. What of you, harmless admiration? My, what a breathtaking day outside. Standing at the window of my chamber, I am left feeling so glad to be alive, gazing down at the people moving about below and the distant wilderness outside. Refreshed, I am quite ready to start the day's business. Still, a little more couldn't hurt. Eagerly drinking it all in, I lean my head outside, relishing the fresh air wafting past the lofty room. And that's enough of that. A lovely, harmless way to begin the morn. That's almost too innocuous of an event. I've learned of Nat Troy's lover's secret. Sure. Who's his lover? Right, okay. Okay, finish the county control task in Hohenberg. So let's get on county control now in Ravensburg. Oh, no, that's right. That one won't be relevant for a while. Okay, let's do it in Bamberg, I guess. It's better for me if my vassals have oh wow. Come on, payment from him. Thank you very much. Yeah, better for me if my vassals have full control over their provinces, so may as well help them out. Alright, let's go on that hunt now. And let's hope that recently held hunts. Yeah, see, I don't know what we can do about that. It's just weird to me that county, you cannot hold a hunt here because county must have. Right, okay, so what are the implications though of holding a hunt? I think we just do it in Henneberg because it seems to offer at least some advantage over Wiltberg and Schweinfurt. Like, yes, we recently held a hunt, but it's still got more pluses than minuses. So I think we just hold it in Henneberg. And as for the danger, we'll just hire a mountaineer. No, we want to slay the beast. We're not here for recreation, we're here to succeed. And we'll bring everyone and sundry along to hopefully make that happen. So it'll cost us 153 gold. Thankfully, we took that dynasty trait, 30% discount to feasts and hunts. That's, like, fantastic. We'll have 86 guests joining us on this legendary hunt. Let's invite close family, extended family. Let's invite knights. Sure, other players, why not? Court guests, yeah. Bring them all. Bring them all. Some may choose to decline the invitation, that's fine. Or should I... Let's see. Let's not invite extended family or close family or friends. No, we'll invite friends. I think... Yeah, makes more sense to invite fellow vassals, my liege, glory hound vassals, court hunters, and friends, and, you know, maybe we'll invite close family too. Alright, let's go. Off we go to the hunt in Henneberg. We pursue the stuff of legends, if it is real at all. Bit of a bug there. I think it should say the boar or the stag, or I think it was a boar that we were originally seeking. I don't know if the game will remember that. Journeying through Schweinfurt, I pass by a peculiar-looking tent splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty Duke. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer you a reading of your future travels for a modest price. Strange man has piqued the interest of my entourage, but am I willing to pay for a reading? Come experience the future with me. You lose 10 stress because I'm a wise man. Yeah. Join us, fellow wise man. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants get started on the prep. Out there somewhere, the white stag waits and watches. Alright, so I guess it's a stag and not a boar. So the game doesn't really remember. 10% success chance because of a recent hunt in Henneberg. But when does that disappear? Is that a modifier on me? Like, where do I see when that modifier disappears? Because what's the point of holding a hunt, getting a legendary sighting, and then... You know what I mean? Like... You'll always have a bad success rate, you know? What else can we do? I guess we'll just try, I suppose. Braw assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the highlands near Henneberg. My many gamekeepers and flushers have been poring over the area for tracks and fumes. They haven't found anything, but I can feel it. The elusive creature is out there, somewhere nearby. Because it doesn't look like it's on me. So I have no idea when that recently held hunt thing expires. So we'll seek the White Row. Mild peril, mediocre prestige. No, sorry, Wenner. Don't have time for this time. We need to focus on catching the row. Focused attention, yeah. What about the row? What about the row? Barely helped our success chance at all. Once again I find myself in the wild searching for the elusive White Row, and I'm yet to spot even a single trace of it. That is until I see a set of animal tracks leading far away from the path. Alberic grabs my arm fervently and pulls me away. He assures me that these are not the tracks of the legendary beast, but an ordinary row. Okay, so I could gain stress, but there's a chance that our success chance could go up. It's worth that risk. No, the tracks lead nowhere, damn it. Overwhelmed by stress. But saddle my horse, I need to get outside. Yeah, let's take the athletic trait. Sometimes I feel like the entire world rests upon my shoulders. My responsibilities as Duke of Swabia are endless. I hardly have a moment left for myself. So we'll lose 7 stress, which isn't much, but we get the athletic trait, small health boost, +1 prowess, and a bit more stress loss. My knight Lutbert is the first to spot its branching antlers. The quick buck is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the dense trees. It locks eyes with me, and almost as though the animal senses my intent, suddenly takes off in a flash of snowy fur. Alright. Let's ride after it, because success chance will go up. Which is still at 10%, which is presumably the minimum because of the recently held hunt. But like, when does that end? I don't know when that ends. What other option do we have? Should I have done it in the other province? I didn't realize it would be that much of a penalty. The pluses and minuses on the tooltip were not even with one another. Alright. We've been following a set of row tracks through the mountains for a while when I noticed that the tracks seemed to mysteriously split in two. I begin following the tracks to the left, but Walther pulls me over to the right. Come now, my Duke. Clearly those tracks are old. We must follow the fresher ones. Upon observation, the left tracks do appear to be ever so slightly more faded than those on the right. No, we should probably follow the right. My sister-in-law Alfonsina is plotting against Victor. Yeah, okay. I don't mind. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the leafy bushes, barking wildly. Scaling her eyes and disappearing into a dense thicket, the row is gone as quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. Okay. Damn thing is gone. Oh, that sucks. We get a little bit of hunter experience though. It reduced our stress level. Everything that could go wrong seemed to do so, but there were silver linings to be found. The master of the hunt, Lutbert, gathers the disappointed party and exhausted hounds for the trip home. The row indeed eluded us this time. So I lose stress, I do gain prestige, and we gain legendary sighting for 3 years. Let us leave this adventure behind for now. We could just do... I wonder, could we just do another hunt immediately? No, we have to wait 22 months, and then we can do it again. Our knight wants to join someone else's court for this woman Walpurga. Just bring her with you. Alright, we're back home. Back home at last. And how is our hunter experience anyway? We're almost at level 1. So we have to wait 20 months for another hunt. We could host a grand tournament. That will cost probably all of our money though. Let's just see. Host a magnificent set of martial or cultural contests, attracting contenders from near and far to compete in hasteludes for prizes and prestige. So we'll get prestige, lose stress, we'll gain the hasteluder trait experience, and acclaimed knights will gain glory. Let's just see how much that would cost. So Württemberg probably makes the most sense to do it, because we get a gold discount, because we've got stables, blacksmiths, and suitable terrain. Sorry, not Württemberg, Stuttgart, which is in Württemberg. So we could add... Can't add joust because we don't have either of those innovations. Could do duel, could do board game, and melee. Archery. I think we do... Why don't we do board game and recital? And we'll participate in both of them. Contest costs only 150, that's not so bad. Greatly increases hasteluder wit trait experience. They both increase wit. Yeah, alright, why not? Let's lean into that to start with. We don't need any of that. Ooh, it's going to cost 400. Okay, what if we get rid of one? Just do the board game. Still will cost 400. Unless we really cheapen out on everything, but even then it still costs 250. I'd rather save for the legendary hunt, to be honest. We could go on a grand tour. We gain county control, popular opinion, stress loss, prestige, vassal opinion, and potentially tax. I don't know if that's worth doing as a duke, even a grand duke, such as we are. Might be more appropriate to do once we're a Kaiser. Yeah, let's work off some stress. Nothing eases the mind like a raised pulse and a healthy sweat. I will work my body until my mind is more at ease. So we'll be stinky for a year, but that's alright. This is not enough, I think to myself, as I put down the training axe. I've been practicing non-stop, but I'm not getting tired. I need a tougher challenge. Yes, something bigger, or perhaps heavier. Something sure to tire me out. So I can lose more stress, and gain good exercise, +1 prowess, and a medium health boost. Oh, there's no need for improvement this time. No, let's... There's 4% chance that we both get wounded. 18% chance I get wounded. 18% chance he gets wounded. 59% chance the extra challenge invigorates us. Now let's give it a try. Yeah, invigorates us. Nice. Cool. Alright. So we didn't have to pay any money that way. We still got the benefit, so that's good. And let's hold a mystical communion too. We'll gain 300 learning lifestyle experience. We'll get divine guidance for 5 years. There might be some unforeseen side effects, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's begin. Okay, I communed with God. And I just get the XP, and that's the end of that. Nothing further to it. Alright, let's meditate then. And this time we'll go for... Yes, theological insights. The rolling hills of Rottweil. We don't need any entourage. Let's meditate there for several months. Are we still first in line? We are. Let's have a look at the election. We've got 7 vote score. Pretty much everybody is voting for us except the Kaiser. Gerhard and Gottfried aren't voting for us. And he's not voting for us anymore either. But still ahead. Oh, we lost our alliance. ask my head of faith for gold. We'll get 322 gold this time. Definitely do that. It's worthwhile. Ooh. Mayor Hermann has uncovered a secret held by Duke Conrad of Luxembourg. He schemed from the shadows to have Duchess Luthgard murdered, and he succeeded by the looks of it. Let's blackmail him. And nice. Get some gold. That might actually pay for our grand tournament. And actually blackmailing him as well may also pay for our tournament plans. Very good. Okay, let's appoint a successor. That's fine. Glory rank 1, 3. So what is our glory rank? It's just 2 at the moment. So we get heavy infantry and spearmen damage bonuses. Cool. Okay. So that's a good bit of coin which has come into our possession. So once we're done meditating, we might actually, as soon as we're done meditating, be able to go on our hunt. Alright, 14 months still. Alright, we lost some glory because of the successor. Okay, so we lost stress, improved our meditation skill. That's a good outcome. Okay, it is nightfall and Dietwin is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal fields south of Sulz. He appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frown as I watch the man performing his labor, yet inquire as to what exactly he is up to. He winces and starts on a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind the false Christian teachings. I take a few steps back in surprise. Stop that, you heretic, or I can lose more stress. I'll just lose the stress. Alright, back home. So yeah, I didn't realize appointing a successor causes the accolade to go down. Oh, or did he die? Oh, he died. Alright, let's just recruit Kuno to the court then. Only 35, that's not so bad. Okay, meditation is over. Can appoint him as a successor. Yeah, so whoever was originally my knight must have died, I presume. Let's recruit. Do we want to recruit Ferdinand as well? Yeah, why not? And wealth? Sure. Get a bunch of good knights in here. That's enough. Alright. Okay, I think that's alright. So, can't yet go on our hunt. Another 11 months, but maybe we can do a grand tournament now. If we do it in Stuttgart and we add... I don't know, let's do archery and then a recital. That's 150. I think it's going to be the same cost. So, alright, let's do a board game and then a recital. Either which way, it's 150. And if we want to do luxurious encampments and splendid prizes, it'll cost 1100 gold. We can do fine prizes for only 180. I think let's save for that hunt. The elusive beast comes to me in a dream, the dark depths of its eyes judging me as it hurtles about, flaunting its pristine white coat. We stand in the silent grasslands under a swollen moon. No matter how hard I try, I can move no closer to my prey. As I claw myself awake, I feel my resolve hardening. So I get focused on hunt for 10 years. Nice. This character's mind is completely set on the hunt. It will not elude me much longer. And indeed it won't. Okay, daughters learn Dutch. We've learned about Adelheid van Reinheck's disputed heritage secret. No point blackmailing her though, she's got no money. Okay, Duke Gerhard is Svade. So, can join the Count's feast. Yeah, alright, let's join that feast, why not? And we'll select the Mountaineer, no? Forest Guide? Yep. And let's have a look as to who we should sway. They're all pretty high. I guess Duke Gottfried of Lower Lorraine. We have 9 candidate score at the moment. Pretty much everyone's voting for us. So off we go to join a feast. Okay, we finished the county control task in Bamberg. And the Kaiser wants to make me the Chancellor. I don't have a position in his council at the moment, so I will accept that. Which gives us 3 prestige per month, fellow vassal opinion, monthly diplomacy, lifestyle experience, which is great because that's what we have selected at the moment. So that's perfect. And Valtrude and Friedrich can now marry. She ended up being an adequate bargainer, so not great. But she's content, just, and greedy, so I can't toll the grand wedding promise. Let's just hold off until I get back from the feast, and then maybe I can do a grand wedding for that. No, okay, married without my, well, my tacit approval without my express approval. That's fine. Wanted them to marry anyway. Okay, Sigismund comes of age, and he's a charismatic negotiator, even though he's scarred horribly. Alright, the feast begins, and ooh, what kind of food is this? So rich in flavor. Never before have I seen or tasted such an incredible exotic treat. Oh, and these wonderfully strange lavish sweets. This feast has some incredible dishes I've never seen before, and doubt I will again. I must ask for the sauce. Cool, we get life reaffirmed. He gets prestige, we lose stress. It's a good outcome. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. There's few truer expressions of the mortal experience than this, so naked, so honest, just people enjoying the company of other people. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. Well, we don't have much stress to lose, so may as well just gain opinion with every guest with at least one trait in common. Don't really need the prestige, so... Okay, everyone seated close to me gains 10 opinion of me, and I lose more stress. There's nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Friedrich, Count Burkhard tells me. Duke Dirk and Mayor Ruprecht nod their heads in agreement. I just do what feels right. We got construction negotiations in Solern. Cheaper building construction costs for 10 years, nice. Alright. The pleading gaze I receive from my acquaintance Stefan is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner he has hidden all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. I think a Prince Bishop would act in such a way. Well, if I get a hook on him, I can demand payment. So we'll just do that. Money is money. It's a decent speech, if a bit long-winded, but that's usually how these things go. The assembled guests clap and whoop politely when it finishes, some more enthusiastically than others. Yeah, here. I have no issue with that. He's entitled to give a speech at his own feast. Daylight pours through the windows, and in just one moment the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants hand me my weapons and take their leave with a cheery bow. What a pleasure it was to have you with us, Count Gerhard smiles at me. What a feast! Before coming, I could have never imagined the exotic delicacies I would sample in my time in Count Gerhard's halls. This was a feast I will never forget. But now I shall depart. Cool. What is our eager reveler trait? We're getting close to rank 1. Oh, he's fired us as the Chancellor. He is up and down like a yo-yo, this guy. It's the second time he's done that. Anyway, we're back home. Regency is over. We can petition our liege. And Julia and Sigismund can get married. I think Sigismund is very lucky to get Julia looking at her and looking at him, and he's a spineless zealot who's scarred. He's very fortunate to be born in the House von Hohenstaufen, which everyone wants to marry into. Alright. We can go on our hunt now. Now, the real question is, does Henneberg still have that recently held hunt thing? Let's just see. Let's go on our hunt. Requires a legendary sighting reported in your realm. But hang on. There was a legendary sighting. There is a legendary sighting reported in the realm. Let's just exit to the main menu in case that's a bug, which I suspect it might be. Load back in and maybe it'll fix itself. Because we should be able to do that. We can also demand some more payments. How much is he earning a month? 4.7. We'll wait until he fills up his coffers. Alright, let's have a look now. Develop capital. We can do that again. And then we can pet snow. Let's do that again. Wow, only 10 stress? For another 5 years of diligent planning? Go for it. We'll just pet snow immediately. Lose the stress instantly. Good stuff. Right, we can't train for a tournament because there's no grand tournament. Okay, sorry, that was a tangent. Let's check this hunt. What? But there is a legendary sighting reported in my realm. What do you mean there is no legendary sighting? Wondering if I restart the game if it'll fix. Probably not. Reloading the game should have fixed that. What if I try do that and then, so yeah, Wiltberg. Actually, hang on. Let's do Schweinfurt and then try to change the activity. No, that's very peculiar. It's still technically there, and it will be there until 1094, which is another year. Alright. Well, if we can't do a legendary hunt, let's do a grand tournament then. Host a magnificent set of martial or cultural contests attracting contenders from near and far to compete in Hasteludes for prizes and prestige. Let's do it. And we'll do it in Stuttgart. And we'll add, I think we'll add, let's do archery, and because that'll add to the bow trait, and then we'll do board game. That's our aptitude in both. Actually, what determines the archery aptitude? Sorry, I wanted to check that. Prowess and hunter. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Do board game and archery. I figured recital and board game's probably overkill with making it too much too wit heavy. So yeah, our goal will be to triumph and win the tournament. And we will make, you know what, let's make our son, our good son anyway. Where is he? Sort by age. Yes, Friedrich. Let's make Friedrich our champion. As for the accommodations, certain negative events are less likely to fire, but that's a heck of a lot more expensive. So we'll leave that at simple pavilions. Noting that our dynasty legacy does not reduce the cost of grand tournaments, at least not yet. And prizes, I would like to make them good prizes. But we need 10 gold, so let's just wait. In fact, you know, we don't have to wait. Let's just demand payment from our cousin. That will help me fund the grand tournament. So yes, we'll do it in Stuttgart, we'll do archery, we'll do board game, which is chess, I would think. Don't need a forest guide. Put my good son as my champion. We'll leave simple pavilions and we'll go for good prizes. And we want to triumph. Alright, let's start it. Now, can we train for a tournament? No, because I'm participating in my own. Alright, and Friedrich's appointed as my champion to get some prestige. I may not qualify for the archery contest at this stage. I will have to visit the locales when they open, which isn't for 20 days, roughly. The tournament is at hand at last. Many have flocked to my grounds in Württemberg, eager to prove their worth or simply enjoy the spectacle. The sun rises higher in the sky, and the shadows shorten. If I am to compete in the archery contest, I must ensure I will qualify. It will soon begin. Alright. So, 5 days until the tourney grounds open. Which is where I need to go to increase my success chance to win, and therefore my progress to victory to qualify. My knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Count Ludwig and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught, urges Ludwig. Together we represent the Duke. Let us together prepare for our glories. He turns to me, eyes gleaming. Command us. Watch our opponents learn their weaknesses. So my score increases slightly, the score of my knights increases moderately. Or I can say to your saddles draw your swords, which will give me the Hasteluder trait. Or I can say knights prove your keenness both of eye and mind, which will increase everyone's scores slightly and give everyone the relevant trait. Best them all, Ludwig, now. Right. He may gain an impressive nickname. Okay. Let's go with this one. Knights prove your keenness both of eye and of mind. I think that's better than this one, because we get the trait through this one. But once we have the trait, this one would probably be best. Alright, we're on track to qualify, which is good. So, where do we want to go next? We can visit another locale in 20 days. Maybe we'll go to the temple. Pray for victory. Prince Bishop Thomas of Magdeburg has secretly taken Christine von Hohenlohe as a lover. Well, 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 well. Have you now? Okay. Are you gonna pay me? Yep. Covers that cost of this tournament. Let's go to the temple. As silence falls over the assembled worshippers gathered for the daily ceremony, the calm is suddenly broken by a swift approach of shouting and hollering. The door bursts open, and a dozen laughing revelers tumble into the church, tankards and kegs in hand. Guy, clearly the instigator, grins stupidly. What's all this then? Where's the music? Sigismund watches on, frozen in disbelief and horror. So I can imprison Guy de Vray, or I can party and form a friendship with him. It's one less person to compete with. He's the son of Duke. You know, let's. But they'll lose. All Guy de Vray's close family will lose opinion of me. No, let's still arrest him, I think. But what I'll do is, what I will do. Oh, I forgot. You know what I forgot to do? Put him on increasing control in some of these other provinces. But yeah, what I'll do is ransom him. Cool, we got 3 dukes who arrived. Okay, we'll go back to the tourney grounds, I think. What was that other... Ah, child has returned. Ransom accepted, okay. Let's go back to the tourney grounds. Go, ill-fated, go faster! I hear a woman's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards the finishing line. Bah! You must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's shaped like a brick. The angry loser shouts, with the winner looking smug. So I can gain falconer experience or lose stress, or gain an increase in score and lose stress. Yeah, let's do that. Seems like the obvious option. Our bow contest aptitude is excellent, thanks to events and prowess. So we should hopefully win the bow contest. We'll try to go to the artisan quarters next. Boris joins our court. Okay. Cool. I don't mind. More than welcome. More eminent guests. 3 dukes and 1 emperor. Gain 130 prestige. Need to use all this prestige to reform our culture. At least that's the plan. Let's, yeah, visit the artisan quarters. Bower. Bowed, but not. Looks alright to me. Dietwin is testing the bow I brought in for him to check over. I rifle through the stacked sheaves on the table beside me as he continues to check it over. The leading edge looks a bit off. The bower's eyes narrow as he grips the bow's limbs tightly, bending them further and further. There, see? There's some warping in the... Crack! Dietwin's mouth gapes in shock as the bow splits. His protestations that the check was necessary and the bow would have broken anyway ring about the room, but it is I who have been left bereft. So, I can get him to give me a replacement free of charge, or I can pay him. Yeah, I mean, better give me a replacement free of charge. I should succeed. Yeah, score increased slightly. Alright, so we should be able to... No, we won't be able to visit another locale before the contest begins, but we're in a good spot to win, I think. 4 dukes and 2 kings just arrived. Oh, King of France. Interesting. So who... Wow, that's 241 guests here. We've got the Kaiser, and then the King of France, the King of Bohemia, and then a number of dukes and counts from all around the realm. Most impressive. Alright, well I qualified, which is good, and some of my knights also qualified. My champion Friedrich did not qualify, because he was not going to the tourney grounds, I guess. The varied crowd of contestants mill about the butts, comparing bows and trading tales of their finest shots. The creak of bows and twang of strings carry far, punctuating the hubbub, a smell of resin wafting through the still air. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. That could be a good sign, or a bad one. Well, it's time to show the world my skill. I don't think I want to place any bets, so... Or do I? Yeah, alright, no, if we can bet on ourselves, why not? Alright. I vowed to myself I would win a contest in this tournament, and I can't help but consider a less fair approach to securing the prize of the archery competition. I'm sure my opponents would do the same, if they only had the idea. Who knows, maybe they already have. No, I don't think I'm gonna... They're all worse than me anyway, so I'm not gonna try and sabotage it. It's dishonorable, and we're no longer deceitful. We are now an honest man. As of our meditation many years ago. Peering at the bookie by the tavern's dim light, I ponder the stream of odds he shouts over the heads of the milling punters. Duke Friedrich is the archery favourite, 4-1 on Duke Friedrich of Swabia. Alright, so I can place a bet on myself, or I can place a bet on Gottfried, and presumably you can then throw the tournament, and then collect your winnings. But yeah, alright, let's place a bet on myself, because I'll probably win. May as well. I watch with a practiced eye as Brawl begins his approach towards the targets. The first shot flies true and thuds home. The second was more wayward, much more wayward. A shrill cry, an ungodly scream pierces the air. The second arrow had not just missed the target, but flown so far wide that it landed amidst a group of waiting competitors. Landed, indeed, in Ludolf. A crowd rounds on the stricken man. He is lying on his back, clutching his wound in a vain effort to stop the blood, the arrow still embedded half a hand deep in his flesh. Okay, poor Count Ludolf of Linz. So I can call a physician, I'll lose some gold, he'll gain opinion, he'll be successfully treated. Or I can say it's not my concern whatsoever. I don't want to lose, so good luck. Duke has arrived, nice. Twang! The arrow from a competitor looses from the bow and thunks into the target. A light smattering of applause follows. I lean on my bow, bored, awaiting my turn. Twang! Another arrow strikes home. Brawl wanders off to pick up his bow. I need to find something to do as I wait, else I lose my mind. So I can... Would anyone notice if I scrubbed it out and moved our mark back a few paces? Or I could have a wander and learn a secret about another competitor. Or I'll have to bear it, I suppose. I mean, that mark is very temporary. Decreased his score. I don't think I even needed to do that. I'm sure I would have won. Well, this is an ominous event. I arrive back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 46 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife, Wenna, or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. What could that be at this hour? Happy birthday! What a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There is even an entire table laden with saffron cakes, my favourite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that Marcella, oh, it was Marcella who did all this, not Wenna, went to all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Rapoto approaches me struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, he says, I've 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? Yeah, I'll take the large gift, sure. I got the Quail's Eggshell Gem, which gives fertility at the cost of prestige. Okay. Dusk begins to draw in slowly but steadily as the competition continues. The snapping of strings a staccato rhythm. I lean on my bow, considering the path this contest has taken so far, such as when I got bored mid-contest and wavered with my desire to cause some mischief. The competition begins to draw to a close as arrows continue to fly into and past the butts. If I'm to make any impact on proceeds from here, I must act now. Alright. So, I've got moderate, slightly. I'm one with my bow. That's a combined prowess and martial challenge, or a prowess and intrigue challenge, or a prowess and learning challenge, which has the best odds. So with this wind, this trajectory should suffice. Let's go with that. I don't know if that succeeded. As I draw the string to my chin, I feel the faintest tremor in my arm. I release in a panic, but the damage is done. The arrow flies wildly, wavering in the air before whistling right past the target. The crowd groan, and I put my head in my hands. I am winning. Victory is so close. Only a few more arrows are remaining for each competitor. The end is at hand. Okay, I don't know if we were winning with that miss. Guess we'll find out. Oh, I think I won. Intent achieved. Lost some stress. I'm on track to qualify for the board game too. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamours, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Ferdinand. Coming in a close second, Siegmund. That, of course, leaves us with our victor, Duke Friedrich. I knew I could win. My champion, Friedrich, did not compete. Yeah, my son. Didn't even get in. I've proven my worthiness beyond doubt. So I win. And I win my wager, so I get 32 gold. And I get 150 prestige plus the 25 gold back that I bet. I gain Merry Aim for 5 years. And I get a prize when the grand tournament concludes. Cool. Hopefully it's an illustrious prize, but might not be. Oh. Let's visit the tourney grounds. A glorious fanfare rends the air. Trotting past me, a horse-born herald unrolls a parchment. Hear ye, hear ye. Upon this finest of days we are blessed with the presence of a true virtuoso. He has vanquished all comers from Ireland to Cathay. It is my honor and privilege to introduce the most skilled, the most splendorous, the best in the world, Bucard. A figure bursts past the herald, skidding his horse to a standstill, a breaking ray of sunshine illuminating him like a halo. The massed crowds roar, almost shaking the ground. Who is this guy? So I can become starstruck. I'll gain more monthly prestige. I'll get prestige. And he'll potentially be my friend. Or I can be like, sorry, who? And I'll get better stress loss. I could try to get him to teach me something as well. No, what a treat it is to have you here, Bucard. Why not? Be starstruck for a little bit. It's fine. So we can visit... Oh, we got a diplomacy lifestyle perk. Nice. We swayed Duke Gottfried as well. We can demand payment from you. And... yeah, let's demand payment from the Count. Why not? And this has low durability. Only lasts 10 years, so... it's always going to have low durability. Do we keep going? Yeah, let's grab Firm Hand now. Increase our monthly prestige even more. Plus 15%. Oh, because we have 15 dread. Yeah, that's quite good actually. Okay, and we'll go to the artisan quarters, I think. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot Countess Judith of Sayn hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering me her favour. Before I can respond, Adelheid appears, holding a handkerchief out for me, and insisting I take her favour instead. Right. So I can become the owner of Favour of a Lady. Fertility and dynasty renown, that's quite good. And Countess Judith will then start a romance scheme against me. Oh yeah, okay. The 40-year-old lustful lass who is married to the... Oh no, she's not married. That's her regent. Okay. Is she married? Oh, she was married. Oh, Kaiser Heinrich's widow. Ah. Interesting. Well, his second wife, I should say. And she's rakish. She spends too much time at the brothel. Okay. And what about Adelheid? She's an adulterer. Lustful, temperate, forgiving. So it's all the lustful lasses who are trying to come after me. I don't really care for the romance scheme, but I would like the favour of a lady. Or I can gain prestige. No, I'll take it from Countess Judith. Why not? Heinrich's widow. Your scheme won't succeed, but I will... she's more my age anyway. I'll take the favour of a lady. To the heroic Duke Friedrich, your delicate laugh is the rock I cling to in stormy seas. My heart yearns to be by your side, that I may know the depths of your love. May our love grow and flourish evermore. These lines are but a bleak reflection of my feelings for you. I will do anything to prove my loyal affections. Abandon this foolish endeavour immediately. Let's lead her on for a little bit. You flatter me, my lady. It's a polite thing to do. Lead her on slightly and then I'll rip it out from under her. What should I unequip? Oh, it's automatically equipped. So what did it unequip? It unequipped the bison horn. I think I would rather have the bison horn equipped than the pressed iris. And how do I tell what, like, tier? Oh, it says at the top, masterwork. Okay, alright, so that's regular trinkets. These are masterwork trinkets. Got it. You know what we need? We need an antiquarian. We don't actually have one at the moment. And it will enable us to reforge or repair artifacts. It will also unlock the commission artifact decision, and it will protect them during sieges and raids. So let's just hire Valorum von Osterna. Or Julia Akos, maybe. She'd also be decent. She's got better traits. Slightly less learning though, which I presume is the stat that makes a difference. We'll go with Valorum. That'll increase durability. And reforge or repair. Costs 50 to repair. Really? Reforge cost is 2. What's the difference? I don't understand. Reforge cost is no cost, repair cost is 38. So I don't know how, oops. I don't know how we can reforge. Maybe that's only for armor and weapons and that sort of thing, which we should do that at some point. Maybe we'll actually, you know, why not? Let's do it now. Commission an artifact. What is the point of being a duke if I don't have nice things to show for it? A new sword would be nice perhaps, or maybe a brooch. Actually, let's let the tournament end first, in case we get a prize from the tournament. Duke Heinrich the Ninth's tailored crest was burned by you, and I gained a rival. I don't recall doing that. guess my character just did that of his own volition. Let's go back to the artisan quarters. Tailor, a new purchase. I find Dietwin cutting a piece of cloth. A couple of tables have been disposed to display his work. Stockings and head coverings, hoods and sleeves. Opposite, a hearth lightly burns. Are you looking for something to adorn your attire, my lord? I can see that you've also brought certain artifacts from the capital. If I may, I've always wanted to examine the Stuttgart master's work. So I can pay 15 to get a decorative ribbon on the bison horn, or I can buy the chess piece, monthly renown plus 3%. That's quite good. That's quite good. That is quite good. Or I can get some banners to encourage the audience to cheer for me. Or I can just give him a gold to keep up good work. No, I think let's get the chess piece. Because that does seem pretty decent. And let's equip, instead of the 0.2, 0.38, 0.06, yeah, instead of the bison horn, let's equip the chess piece to get the extra renown, which is now growing at 0.84 a month. Oh no, my mother died of old age. At 66 years of age, she was infirm. Character doesn't seem too concerned by that. But anyway, we qualified for the board game contest, and some of our knights also did, and our champion did not. I don't know what he's been doing this whole time, but anyway. The contestants take their places at the gaming tables, fluffing their cushions and requesting refreshments. As the herald announces the contest's commencement, the games themselves are arrayed out on trestle tables, pieces polished to a mirror sheen. The board game qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd's cheers leave no question as to the favourites. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, Rudolf of Linz. Okay, alright. I won't place a bet this time, I think. Oh, actually, should I? Yeah, let's place a bet. Peering at the bookie by the tavern's dim light, I ponder the stream of odds he shouts over the heads of the milling punters. Duke Friedrich is the board game favourite, 4-1 odds on Duke Friedrich of Swabia. So I can bet on Ferdinand, or I can... let's just do it, just in case we lose. Like, it looks like it doesn't let... It's not going to let me bet on myself properly because I already bet on myself and won in the previous contest. Although that doesn't make sense. I should still be able to bet on myself here, but we'll just bet on him. He won't win, but on the off chance he does. The table flips with an almighty thwack, sending the chess pieces flying. Ludolf's mood turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized a simple mistake had all but decided the game in my favor. Yes, yes, you win, Duke Friedrich, he whines. Happy? Pick them up, I need to make my last move. Such unsporting behavior is unacceptable. So I can disqualify him. And I'll gain stress because I'm calm, he'll lose opinion. Or I can let him go back a few moves. I think we'll just knock him out. You know, you could have just conceded. No. I'll do that. Rub in the loss. My son Gunther has been invited to a gathering of peers by Duchess Oda. Yep, go for it. I don't mind. The board game quarterfinals are over. So it's me, Count Bruno, Count Adalbert, and Count Gottfried in the semi-finals. And I will now face Count Bruno. The game of chess seems to be going perfectly. I'm thinking 3, 4, maybe even 5 moves ahead of my opponent, when suddenly Bruno makes a move that causes my intricate strategy to melt away like a snowdrop in a candle's flame. I'm completely out of options. If I don't do something rash, I will surely lose the match. So that's an intrigue challenge. My score will increase greatly. Cheat my way to victory. An extra playing piece would go unnoticed. Or he'll progress by default due to my resignation. Or actually, there's this obscure rule, or I can just not cheat, but there's no immediate impact. No, let's try this diplomacy and stewardship challenge. 92% chance of winning or succeeding. Yes, okay, my score increased greatly. The soft click of moving pieces disturbs the calm. We are deep into the endgame now, and the game hangs in the balance. I ponder what has already happened, such as when I saw and mulled over an opening to cheat. I am winning by some margin, provided I can press this advantage hard. Victory is surely on the horizon. So, learning and martial, diplomacy and learning, or learning and intrigue. No, you seem awfully sure of yourself. Let's try this. The moment my hand leaves the playing piece, I know I've made a mistake, and my opponent's artfully laid trap is sprung. A few more moves and I am clearly disadvantaged by my error, forced into a position I didn't want at all. It's soon clear there is no coming back for Bruno. He fell right into my trap, not noticing my carefully planned finale. With a nonchalant gesture, my last move clicks onto the board. The judges call an end. I have won. Alright, so this is mistakenly written in first person as if it's me falling into the trap, but it should be written as if it's Bruno. But we won and knocked Bruno out. And Adalbert forced Gottfried into a position of forfeit, so Adalbert is through to the final. So we're going up against Count Adalbert, who is Duke Berthold's Marshal. Alright, let's do it. I'm intently focused on the chessboard, and the whole audience sits in hushed anticipation too. Suddenly, with a harsh metal clang, the entire audience's attention is drawn to the foolish squire who just toppled a collection of weapons and armor to the ground. Nobody is looking at the board. Now is my opportunity to turn the game by tampering with the pieces. That's too risky. I don't want to do that. I won't dishonor myself by cheating. His score will increase slightly. Mine will decrease slightly. 10%. Eesh. The soft click of moving pieces disturbs the calm. We are deep into the endgame now, and the game hangs in the balance. I ponder what has already happened, such as when I saw and mulled over an opening to cheat. How this game ends is anyone's guess. The margin of victory is so small, and the cost of error is so large. Let's go with the diplomacy and learning challenge. Okay, that worked. Oh, I think we lost. I think we lost. It went all the way down that way. Yeah, you got knocked out of board game. I can't help but allow my visage to crack a moment and smile as my opponent falls perfectly into the trap I had laid. A few moves later, and I've pressed the opening into an advantage. Moments later, I realize at last the danger of my... Yeah, they've got the text the wrong way around. Adalbert had been baiting me from the start. It seems every move I make is a compromise, losing inch by inch to his superior play. All too soon, my position becomes untenable. The judges call an end. I have lost. So I can... I can disqualify him for tyranny. Popular opinion, -5. He'll dislike it, but I'll get the prize. I'm kind of tempted. I think it's an act of tyranny. We lose a tiny bit of prestige, tiny bit of tyranny, and tiny bit of popular opinion. Yeah, he cheated, disqualified. Why not? The penalties aren't significant enough for that to, you know, for me to not want to do that. So I just hosted this grand tournament. It's essentially, it's the Trump Tower of grand tournaments. It's just a monument to my own ego. But anyway, trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. So, after many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition and flexible rule-making, Duke Friedrich beat Count Adalbert in the final. Friedrich is our winner. Truly there are none in Swabia that can match my skill. My champion, son Friedrich, didn't even qualify. Alright. So I lose my wager, But I gain 25 gold anyway, which offsets the wager. I gain some prestige. I gain Grand Master for 5 years. And I'll get another prize. That's funny. Alright. Conclusion. So we won the prize ring, which is a masterwork trinket. Don't know what else we won. And we won, ooh, wow, illustrious weapon, prize bow. That's excellent. 11 prowess. Wow. A masterful walnut self bow, strung with rawhide leather, useful in both hunting and war. Cool. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. I had the finest aim of any in the archery, and my sharp mind outthought all adversaries to win the board games. I fulfilled my goal of winning a contest. I look forward to the next one. So I'll gain 800 prestige, lose stress, gain experience, and we'll get bolstered garrison for 10 years. Or I can also try to get some opinion. Yeah, let's say a few words. We get all the same bonuses, just we might also get this extra prestige and opinion. Yep, my words bring some acclaim. Very good. Cool. Alright, well that was a successful grand tournament. Oh, my sister-in-law Hedwig died as well. That's my brother's wife. Alright. So firstly let's equip our illustrious weapon, the prize bow. And I'm glad I didn't commission a weapon, because the weapon is probably what I was going to commission. Regalia artifacts, we don't have any, okay. Trinket artifacts, we've got now the masterwork trinket prize ring. Spouse opinion plus 10, prestige plus 0.18. Which I don't think is better than any of our other trinkets, so we won't equip that one. But let's commission an artifact. And I think we'll go for maybe a crown or armor. Let's go for armor. You will not regret supporting me, my lord. My beneficiary, Berenguela, assures me she will create a masterpiece, but also that my input is valued. Please tell me what type of armor you desire. Dependable scale armor. Good protection, but less flexible. Not very flashy, but dependable. Or lamellar armor. It all costs the same. I don't know. What would be... chainmail would probably be the most appropriate thing, right? Like, what are all my knights wearing? They all look like they're wearing chainmail. Lamellar armor is... Isn't that like... Mongolian armor, like steppe hordes? Scale armor is... I don't know, it gives me like Viking vibes. Let's go with chainmail. See how that plays out. That's gonna take a while, but that's alright. In the interim, can we go on a legendary hunt yet? Nope. Even though it's still there until November. We can go on a regular hunt though. But there was something else I was going to do. We have 31 prowess now, wow. What was it? There's something else I had on my mind. Could hire a seneschal, it's not really needed. We should probably hire a bodyguard. Yeah. Let's hire a bodyguard, it's worth it. Hire two, in fact. Alright, that's fine. Just reduces the chance of us getting killed in a murder plot or something ridiculous. He's been in prison for 21 years, poor guy. There was something that I had on my mind that I wanted to do. Can't remember now. Rika von Linz has joined my court. Inspiration, a name to remember. My beneficiary Berenguela approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? She must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face, because she continues, I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. Yeah, to my beloved Wenna. Why not? I can join Duke Folco's hunt in Chur. Yeah, alright. We'll join. Let's hire a mountaineer. That's all we need. We'll set out for the hunt. I think that's fine. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to do. Culture. Culture, culture, culture. I wanted to add... something. There's so many options. I might need to just have a look through all of these. So I haven't actually had a read through all of these. Probably I'll do that between episodes before making a decision about which one to add to our culture. Chivalry would be good. It's 1,000 cheaper. Gives that heavy cavalry damage, but there might be better ones, you know. I don't want to jump to that one if there's better ones. Ah, Duke Bernhard of Ostfalen is a sodomite. Interesting. And he doesn't care, so I guess we'll just expose him. Alright, Duke Folco has started on the preparations. And let's... yeah, we'll just go for recreation, I suppose. Well, shoot, no, we don't need recreation. Go to make friends. Why not? Let's befriend... is there anyone that would be worth befriending? We've got Corsica. Wish I could sort by rank. Luxembourg. Ukraine, Holland, Steiermark. Probably Steiermark or Augsburg. Maybe the King of Hungary. How did the King of Hungary become part of the HRE? Interesting. That's an interesting development. It looks like England's managed to get Brittany under its control. And it's still under King William the Conqueror. And conquered he has. What's the culture doing over there? Yeah, mostly English now. Fascinating. It's a religious map mode. Alright. My daughter-in-law Beatrice has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the von Hohenstaufen dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. And he's also hideous, but not as hideous. He's homely. Yeah, Walther's fine. Let's set his education to learning and get him educated by a priest or prelate. There you go, mastermind philosopher. Go into the priestly order, please. Alright, let's seek... Ah, we're doing a falconer hunt. Okay. Interesting. Mayor Gausberto assembles the party as the sun rises over the camp in the valleys near Grissons. With any luck, we'll find a bevy of pheasants, and our falcons will have great sport. The beaters' teams are ready with their hounds, and a well-appointed spot has been selected. Let's get up there. Duke Folco's game masters signal the party to hush. We have arrived at the release spot. From our vantage point, we can see several tawny pheasants strutting about the leafy bushes ahead. The beaters will soon be in position, ready to spook the game to flight. The party halts as we prepare to remove our birds' hoods and set them one by one to their sport. Okay. I watch excitedly as my falcon identifies the target and takes wing from its watch, soaring high into the air. The pheasants are none the wiser, as my falcon scans the ground from high above. Time and again, my falcon swoops in for a kill, but misses, retreats, or only grazes its target. After hours of attempts, the game have all but disappeared. The falcon is near exhausted, and the light is fading. Ah, okay, so we failed. Well, that didn't really work out at all. But we gained some prestige, we gained some trait experience, so that's fine. That was a brief hunt. Alright, we can go back inside. We should switch to... Werner lost 50 gold. He's now in debt. It's terrible. He's really terrible, Werner. Take the vows, Werner. Just take the vows. Speaking of which, let's switch back to swaying the Pope. Actually, I wonder if I should learn his language. Yeah. You might be a duke, but you're also a cold-hearted buffoon. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son Gunther comes as a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this? Wow, 10 years old and already stressed. That even he struggles, it's calming. Yeah. So, my son's super stressed and my response is like, oh, that's encouraging. We could promote cultural acceptance between Franconian and Swabian. Don't really see the point in doing that. Inspiration, creative freedom. This is ridiculous, Walram protests. As the keeper of the Duke's personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You will see it once it's finished, Berenguela retorts. You should leave a woman to her work when she is making mail fit for royalty. So Walram will ensure its quality. 60% chance it's of a higher quality, 40% chance of a lower quality. Or I just leave it be. Or what do I do here? I replace Walram with Berenguela as my antiquarian. And a 50% chances of a slightly higher quality. Let's have some oversight. I trust Walram. Yeah, he improves her work. Good, that's good. To the rowdy Duke Friedrich, the wings on which I ascend to heaven, I would be blessed if I could, that I may know the warmth of your embrace, how I long for you. I forgot about her. She has captured my essence on parchment. Yeah, sure, she has. Why not? Presumably I can still say no. Don't have to go ahead with wherever that seduction attempt is leading. I've discovered that Count Rudolf of Nassau is a bastard. Well, well, well. Gained a hook on him too. And he doesn't have enough gold to pay me. He is actually broke, so it's not the most useful hook. How is our development going? Crusader kings, Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land, suffer all manner of abuse. and their routes are fraught with danger. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness Pope Alexander has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. We now have access to crusades. Deus Vult. Right, so practically, what does that mean? Can we request a crusade? How does that work? Okay, doesn't look like we can do anything. Hang on. Is there no options in here? Can't ask the Pope. What about if we... okay. I don't know. I guess the Pope decides? Not too sure on that one. Work off some stress, we can meditate in seclusion. Don't think we need to do either of those right now. Lutbert gained the wise man trait. Okay. Our armor's almost done. My lord, my beneficiary Berenguela waves me over to a covered armor stand. She is trying hard to keep a professional demeanor, but I can see the fire in her eyes as she tells me her work is done. With a flourish, she rips the fabric covering away, and my eyes grow wide. While the chain links do not offer room for decoration, the fine work on the riveting sets this piece apart from common mail. The set includes a Kulukud helmet and an aventail. The whole armor has been plated with a thick layer of gold. Magnificent. Cool, alright. So we get the Hohenstaufen mail, +4 prowess, +0.1 prestige, and some knight effectiveness. A tiny but elegant inscription runs on its side, dedicating it to my beloved Wenna. Did it actually change our outfit? I don't think it did. But still, that's cool. Oh, reforge it into a pedestal item, right. I see, okay, that makes it like a court item or something, does it? You put it in your royal court when you're a king or an emperor. I get you, I get you, I get you. As the days pass, I hear nothing about the White Row, and I grow restless. Surely someone must have seen it. What about all the peasants who litter the plains? Maybe I should appeal for their assistance. Yes, send a missive. And Marshal's finished increasing control, so let's put him on Klingenberg. This is almost at 100 control as well. We've gained a level of fame. Our glory is widely known. We're exalted among men. One more level. Living legend, that's the last one. We can ask our head of faith for gold. May as well. And we'll blackmail Count Rudolph of Nassau. Getting money is always good. Let's use it to build a temple in Württemberg. Yeah. Place of worship ruled by the clergy, surrounded by a town of faithful peasants. The first stage of this holding is the shrine. On construction, I gain 500 piety. Every zealot gains 30 opinion of me for 10 years, and Catholicism's fervor increases by 1. It'll take 3 years to build. That's fine. And let's also... we need a bit more money to upgrade that, but we will... Oh, and we need the battlements innovation. Well, we can upgrade then the blacksmiths instead to level 2, which increases taxes and knight effectiveness. And we can also upgrade these stables. Let's do that. Dedicated manure shovels. The increased number of station animals requires not only more workers, but also more efficient workers, introducing the manure shovel, a marvel of engineering. Alright. I think that's everything we want to do immediately. We're still first in line to inherit the HRE, but it's a bit too difficult to kill the Kaiser. Oh, it's not. It's much easier, but risky if we get caught. Don't know if I want to do that. This character being honest. Don't know if that's something he would do. What I really want to do is add a reform. I mean, we can only afford so much anyway, but we are close to having 5,000 prestige. I'll have a think on that. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Crusader Kings 3 content. And as always, I'll see you next time. Take care, have fun, cheers.